Hey guys, welcome back to our talks about Carpe Artista's core values. The last couple of days we've already been in some sessions, and today, our fourth day, we're going to be talking about our fourth C, okay? So let me recap real quickly what those are. Character, calling, craft, and community, our four C's. Those are the important bedrock foundational things that we have that we know we can build our creativity upon and go further into our world or into industry and accomplish a whole lot more. So the first one, let me define character once again and just remind you. Character is showing morality and compassion to everyone in every way. Calling is using our creativity to positively change our world. And then craft. Yesterday we talked about craft. Honing our craft. You hear that all the time. You hear that phrase. Craft is pushing our creativity, our commitment, and our competence to reach artistic excellence. Today we come to our final C, community, because we don't believe that you can do your art in obscurity, okay? In other words, you're not just by yourself on this world. You can't go just do your art in a corner or in a room. Your art has implications to the rest of the world and to your community. So when we talk about community related to the arts and our core values, this is how we define that. Positively serving, teaching, leading, and entertaining our local communities and our regions. So we define community this way. Positively serving, teaching, leading, and of course entertaining our local communities and regions, not just our local community, but beyond in regions that we live in. So community is very important. Our art needs to be in community. The power of art is seen as it influences people in our community. So when we take our art and a servant attitude, okay? Our servant attitude with our art, we take it into our community and we begin to serve other people. We begin to teach other people, okay? So that's what we're doing actually right here today. In the camp that you're involved with or in this conference that you're in, we're teaching. We're utilizing our creativity to teach, to serve, and also to lead. We know that the power of art can lead our culture, can lead the things that we think, that we do, that we say. The area that we live in, it can lead. It has the power to do that. It even has the power to change social issues, to affect social issues. We hear that in the news about our social condition. So many issues today. We know the art, using art, can help change those things, can help lead people to new solutions, can help lead people to unity, actually, can help lead our nation into a better path for who we're supposed to be. And then, of course, people like to be entertained. They like to just enjoy art. They like to enjoy music. They like to read books. They like to watch podcasts. They like to play video games. That involves art. Art is involved and creativity is involved in so many parts of our lives. Fashion, not that I'm fashionable, but fashion, hair design, automobile design, space design, building and house design. Creativity affects so many parts of our lives. So we know that our creativity can affect our community in so many different ways. So utilizing those pieces and looking outwardly, not just within ourselves, not just looking for ways to express ourselves, but looking at how can we express ourselves in positive ways to impact those around us and the community around us? So, community, positively serving, teaching, leading, and entertaining our local communities and regions. So, here comes the discussion part. Every day we've done a discussion part. Gives you an opportunity to talk a little bit and talk about your understanding of these things. So let me ask this question. How can you use your creativity, your art form, to serve others? Teaching. How can you teach others through your art form? Maybe it's teaching them how to do your art form, or teaching things about character, or teaching the C's through your art form. How can you teach others and be a positive influence on them? Talk amongst yourself. Leading. You know, I often say leader and artist, a lot of time in our world, are not even mentioned in the same sentence. But you can be a leader. You can learn to lead. Leadership is not something that is just you're born with. Matter of fact, more is learned about leadership if you decide to apply yourself to it and learn it. You can learn leadership principles like crazy and become a very strong leader. You can use that with your art. How can you become a leader, and what does a leader look like? Talk amongst yourselves. And last, how can you best use your art to entertain people? You know, make them laugh, make them enjoy themselves, make them relax, or challenge them. Maybe make them think like a lot of art forms do. Make them sit back and go, never thought about that. How can you entertain with your art form? Talk amongst yourselves. Okay, so you talked about the different pieces of the definition for community. So I'm just going to recap, and I'm going to get you to do something as we finish today and start thinking about something for tomorrow. But character, calling, craft, and community. All of those 4 C's are things that we should each be exhibiting or putting into our lives and in our art form. Every year at our camps or at our conferences, we hand out awards to those you vote for and you feel in your experience that you have seen have exhibited best those 4 C's. So throughout today and tomorrow, the early part of tomorrow, I want you to start observing people around you and see who you feel best exemplifies character, who best exemplifies calling, who best exemplifies craft, and who best exemplifies community.